Let's open the book to page 725. Today's lesson is to find the permutation of the sets of elements that are not all different. Means some of the items would be the same. Okay, so, for example, let's say before, right, we have the arrangement of the ABC, right? So that is 3 items, and so when you arrange, you're going to get the 3, 2, 1, right? The 3 factorial, this will equal to 6, right? But what happens if you have 2 of the same item? What happens if you have like A, and B? Okay, how many ways can you arrange? Well, you still get the 3 items, right? But it's not going to be 6 ways. Because if you arrange, right, notice what happens if you switch this position, you still get the same item, right? Because you got 2 identical A's. So in this case, you're going to have a less. Because if you switch these, then you're not going to get the different. You're still going to get the same. So what happens is you can have A, B, A. You can have a B, A. So you're going to get less. Okay? Because again, when you switch the A and the A, you still get the same. So you don't get a new one. Okay? So the way to do this, the formula is on the very bottom. Okay? The formula would be n factorial over the n1 factorial, n2 factorial, and so forth. Okay, so this is the total number of items. Okay, this is total number of items, and this would be the number of each type. So like A, there are 2 of them, so it may be 2 factorial. There are 1B, so you get 1 factorial, and so forth. So again, as we go over examples, you become more clear. Okay, so let's go and do some of the examples. So let's go to example 4. So let's go to page 726. Example 4. So you got D, E, E, D, E, D, right? So how many different words? Obviously, most of them are nonsense words, right? But how many different words can you make out of these? Now, remember now, so there are a total of 6 letters, right? Now, if all 6 letters are different, then it would be 6 factorial, right? If all of them are different. But because, notice, there are some same letters. So what happens if you switch the first D and the last D? Do you get a new word? No, right? So you have to take away those, okay? And the way to do is using this formula, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So there are total, so 6 factorial because there are a total of 6 letters, right? Now, if they're all different, then that's it, right? But because there are some of our repeats, so you have to take away those repeats. So there are 3 D's, so you have to divide by 3 factorial. So there are 3 D's, so you have to divide. Because when you switch the D and the D, you still get the same, right? You don't get a new one. And there are 3 E's, so this is for the D, and this is for the E. And then, so you use your calculator, you punch in all the keys, and you get 20. Okay? Whereas if they're all different, you get 6 factorial. Okay? But if there are some repeats, you have to divide the repeats and you get that. Okay? So let's go to number 6. This is not example 6. This is number 4. This is not example 4. It's number 4. Sorry about that. Okay? Now let's go to number 6. Okay? You have Cincinnati. Okay, so again, to figure out number of ways, right? Notice, so you have to look, see if you have the same items. If you have identical items, then you have to divide, because when you switch the C and the C, you don't get a new one, right? So you make a difference. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are total 10 letters, so 10 factorial. Okay, and then because there are repeats, so you have to kind of keep track of your repeats. So let's figure out. So you got 2 C's, and I, you got 1, 2, 3, so 3 I's, and the N, got 1, 2, 3, so 3 N's. Dyslexic. Okay, so there are 3 N's, and there's 1 A, and there's 1 T. Okay, so double check, make sure you got total of 10. So that's 5. Okay, so you got total of 10. So make sure everyone is accounted for. So from here, you have to divide by 2 factorial for the C, right? Because when you switch the C and the C, you don't get a new one. and you got 3 i's, so you got to divide by the 3 i's, and the 3 n's, so you can divide by 3 factorial. Then technically you have to divide by 1 factorial, but what what's 1 factorial? It's 1, right? So if you do over here, it doesn't do anything. So you can do this if you want to, but again, this is just a waste of time, right? If you understand it, so this doesn't do anything, but technically there is a 1 factorial over there, okay? So again, get your calculator, you punch all the numbers, and you should get 50400. So again, for this lesson, if they are repeated, then you have to get rid of it. Okay? Now let's go to number 12. Okay, it says how many 5-digit integer can be made from each case. Okay, so you're looking for 5 digits integer. Now, so it says 1 and 2 may use twice. So you got 1, 1, 2, 2, right? Each one can use twice. And 3 may be used once. So this is what you have. So again, to form the 5-digit numbers, so there are total of 5 digits. So it's 5 factorial, right? And there are 2 ones, right? So this is for the 2 ones. And then 2 factorial, these are for the 2 twos. And you got 1 factorial for the 3, okay? Again, you punch in your numbers, and then you come up with 30. So there are a total of 30 different 5-digit numbers you can form from these. Okay, so let's go and do some practice. Okay, so done recording.